We have a Sangha, a group of friends, and we have a strong desire to reduce the suffering of the other people connected to us. And on the line, when we started doing this work, we found a paradox in it. The paradox is the individual's well-being is somehow closely connected with the well-being of the group, his family. That means you take care of the group, the individual will be automatically taken care of. That means my happiness is contained in your happiness. Your happiness is contained in my happiness. That's the point. To prove this, look at the other side of the story. We have seen umpteen number of people who have spent their life in their own happiness, in their own occupation, in their own pleasures, and being very unmindful of the people around them. They have all ended up very unfortunate, very dissatisfied, very miserable in their later life. So we started doing this, taking care of the group, building the Sangha. And again, this question, why worry about the suffering of the people? Why not simply work for their happiness? This is also a kind of a paradox. We have seen the more compassionate you are towards other people, the more joyful you are. So you become more happy. It is your joy when you try to reduce the suffering of the other person. That is the point. Therefore, we needed to build a Sangha. We have built it. We needed to build a retreat house. We have built it. That's the point. And alone, we cannot practice these teachings. It is very difficult because we are very, very vulnerable. So, as a community, as a group, like-minded people, we come and sit here, we practice together, we cooperate, we share, and we help each other. We are all brothers and sisters to support each other, and it consists of several people, and we work as though we have one single brain, one single heart. It is something like a drop of water on its own cannot go to an ocean. If the water joins a river, the river will automatically take the drop of water to the ocean. Something like that. So now here we call this Good Life Sangha. In France they call it Plum Village Sangha. In America they call it Deer Park Monastery, World Beat Sangha. So many names are there. All are interconnected. They communicate with each other, help each other to bring down the suffering of the entire community. So this is taking care of life as a whole. We call it Dharma. Dharma is all deep inside all of us. But we are not aware of it. We have forgotten it. And this retreat is a reminder. It reminds us about the Dharma, the way of life we need to take. So, a retreat is a kind of a school where we learn the resistance to this modern speed of life, the violence inside it, the so-called distractions and attachments inside it. We learn to live a mindful way of life. You look at today's way of life, it is full of distractions, and therefore it leads to loneliness, it leads to depression, and it leads to lot of suffering. We are disconnected, discrete, separate particles. That is exactly the suffering. The suffering is nothing but this disconnection. Now here in this Sangha, we share a common room, we cook our food, we sit and eat together, we wash our vessels together. All the sundry jobs of the day we do together. We practice meditations together. And we are all very different, very distinct. Each individual is a unique human being. It is something like a garden where you have lots of trees and flowers. One flower blooms early in the morning, the other blooms in the evening, one tree is very tall, the other tree is short and it is spreading, but each one is unique. And here, each one of us is a unique person, but we put together, we form a garden, we form a Sangha. You take care of the Sangha will take care of you. That is the point. Therefore, we don't say we are, we say we are interconnected. That is why we need to build a Sangha. That is why we need to build a retreat house. Thank you.